The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
46. Hey, 47. 46.
First down, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, well, we look at the defense. They came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw is Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that
he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Schultz hauls in the quick throw. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Off the play fake, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harrison Bryant from 13 yards out. And the Browns take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was a special return. And it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st down, it's Watson. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, and that is incomplete here.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 72 yards. And the Browns just continue to roll. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Here's Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Watson on 1st down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to at least get one score back.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his 1st sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, 44 yards. And the Browns add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
there he goes left side. Past the 20. Touchdown. Michael Gallup, 75 yards. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cleveland.
On first down, Watson. Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And then it's taken in by Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns have got it on cruise control. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And there he goes again. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Again, Elbert partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point by Moore, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. Prescott from the gun.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touch.